I am Swami, and this is Yogini Amandaji,
Namaste.
live here from Brooklyn. And we were just talking about our online yoga teacher training course. I was just talking to Amandaji about it, and she has some questions. And we were thinking you might also have these questions, so we'll just record it, and then you will also benefit from this conversation. So welcome, join us in. So Amandaji, you were asking.
Swamiji,
Yes.
how, with your online teacher training program in your
Mhm.
course, how are you going to transfer the infinite amount of spiritual knowledge via the internet?
Yeah. So interwebs are interesting, right? I think being from this millennial generation and being a yogi and being like from the Vedic Rishi tradition, I have this unfair advantage of richness on both spheres of life, technology and then all the knowledge. And I realize actually that if used right and strategically, then learning experience, training experience can be much richer through an online medium than in-person medium. And here are some of the reasons. That let's say when I teach 200-hour yoga teacher training in person, people only have that 28 days, 27 days window to be with me. And within that time frame, my responsibility is to make them a good yoga teacher, which means I have to teach them asanas, pranayams, meditations, mudras, siddhis, like all these awesome yogic techniques, but not only teach them, then teach them how to teach it to others. And on top of that, I'll have to cover all the sacred yogic texts, at least the fundamentals of Yoga Sutras, Pradipikas, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad. And then there's, to throw in the mix, you have anatomy, physiology, like the whole thing in 28 days. Now, maybe some of the students are there and they are very fast learners, A-types, they can get it. But for many, and especially the way our brain is designed, it likes to take its time with the material and go over it again and again. And that's how, our brain prefers to learn. So when you do it online, then they have this advantage where the course has both live and recorded aspects to it. So they still get to have actually as much time as they will have with me in person live. So we have like 10 Super Sundays. This training is 10 weeks long. And every Sunday, students get to join me from like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we jam out for these 6 hours together. And the live Sundays are divided in 3 parts. So we have first 2 hours is practice together, and then we break for lunch, and then we have the next 2/3 of it, which is divided between 2-hour workshop, where we kind of workshop the knowledge. If they need any help, we need to figure out together something. And then other 1/3 of it is dedicated towards the softer skills, so like philosophy, pranayams, chakras, anything that we can just sit down and talk about and practice.
So is that the only time that students are able to have more of like an in-person experience with you, or is there other times when you have like one-on-one check-ins or development? Because it's a very vulnerable process going through teacher training.
Yes. So I think that's a good question. So what happens is that those 10 Sundays are designated where we meet as a group. And then during the week, which is the more asynchronous or recorded process, where they will have massive amount of database and library, where we will have videos for all the techniques. Like in each asana, me and Jason, we have recorded about 10 to 15 minute long video. So very in-depth that how to perform the asana, what are the right alignments, what are the modifications, same thing about other techniques such as pranayama, meditations. And then the idea is that we'll give a week to our students to go through all that material, including the readings, the videos, the exercises, assignments. And then Sunday we come together and we synthesize that knowledge together. Then they go and practice. They study for the next week, and they also have some, personal work and exercises to do. By the way, we have some cute babies here too, so extra bonus. So we will have that recorded material, and then they can record their exercise in progress, and if they need a feedback, they can just reach out directly to me. and then they will be able to have like a personal review. Either I'll send them a review by recording a video, or writing an email, or scheduling an in-person meeting. So they will have full access to me, but an added advantage to take every time 1 week to go in depth, synthesize that knowledge, go through that self-study process, self-development process.
And what about hands-on assists?
So hands-on assists is, we have videos where we basically have me and sometimes some models, and I'm doing the hands-on assists. So they have all that they need to be able to do it. And then when we meet on Sundays, we practice together, and I'll have people in the room with me. So if they need to understand, they can, I can sew it on the models. And as added steps, so let's say we have completed the 10 weeks. And after that, our students are ready to teach, but they're like, Swamiji, I would like to see you in person. I would like to train with you in person. We are planning 2-week in-person retreats that will happen 2 times a year. And it will happen summer and then springtime.
Where?
Some beautiful locations. It might be in India, it might be in Caribbean, somewhere beautiful. We'll have fun with it. So the idea is that you have already covered all this ground, all the knowledge, all the teachings, and then it can be a real celebration where we come together. We're not stressing about like covering all the ground. We can just go in on maturing our practice and maturing ourselves as teachers.
Beautiful.
And then have fun.
I have one more question.
Yes.
How many people are allowed to join the training? Is it unlimited, or is it
We have limited spots.
Yeah, okay.
So I like to keep it a manageable cohort, so we can do personal attention.
Yeah.
So people should definitely try to sign up as soon as they can.
Wow, wonderful.
We'll come back to you guys with more question and answers. And of course, if you have any questions, you can write to us. You can call us. Jason is always happy to talk to you. Jason is my partner in this process of bringing yoga to the world. The idea is to create as many yogis, to spread as much yoga and harmony as we can. And that's why actually, usually the teacher trainings will cost you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. We have made it very inexpensive, because our goal here is to give this knowledge to you so you can bring more harmony in your life, and then you can spread it. So that's the whole goal. So if you're interested in this, you want to become part of the band, come on, join in. Are you going to join us?
Well, I have my 200-hour training. So this is a 200-hour.
Yes.
Should I take it again?
Yes, you should, because this is more than 200 hours. So of course, if you don't have the 200-hour certification, then those people will also get to have their certification, so they can start teaching, they can start to have a yoga career. But regardless whether you have the certification or not, the knowledge that I'll be sharing is beautiful. I think the time together that we're going to spend is going to be very transformative and fun. And so I think it'll be great if you joined.
Why not?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Can I have some? One? No? Alright. Well, I need to, steal some of the baby's food, because so we're gonna go for it. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Amanda.